Hi guys, welcome back to another reaction video and thoughts here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 3 of season 2 of Vinland Saga. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and do whatever you want. I mean, you know already what to do, so please try to do so, also because everything here is free. So okay, in the previous episode we saw that the two main characters in this season started getting along with each other somehow, and let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to join me with these? Check it out. Oh no, I think they are going to trick him. I don't know why, but he shouldn't. No, I don't think he should trust these two men. Where are we? Where are we here? I mean... Ah, but he is the son of the master. Oh no, he got drunk. Be careful what you say, because then they are going to report these words everywhere, I guess. Are we sure that they work for the master? Ooh. Oh! They are guests. Olmar, please. I thought they were working for the master, but they are guests. Okay, I confused myself. What kind of right? Oh my, no! No F way. I hope he's not going to kill his father. That's exactly what happened to Thorfinn actually. After he killed, he didn't have any problem to kill others. He became heartless. No, please don't kill your father. Oh no, please. Don't. Don't tell me he's going to kill his dad. Oh no! No, no, he will never be able to do that. Where's Thorfinn? Okay, thank you. Oh, he's really into it, huh? I mean, he's overthinking about this. He still has nightmares. But what kind of nightmare? I mean, okay, okay. I want to know what he dreamt. No. I don't think it's about his father. Probably it's something else this time. Ooh! Einar! Let's see if he's talking to her now. Oh, wow. What did you dream? You are waking up, I think. Okay. Unhate. Ah, okay. That's what he's interacting with the Thorfinn too. Oh, not the daughter of the master. Ah, no! made a mistake. Oh, okay. Anyway, she's working with the master in this case. Be careful because they are going to kill you. They want to kill you. Be careful. I wonder how he's going, I mean, how Thorfinn is going to react now. Okay, Einar is still thinking about that. He's going to attack him instead of Thorfinn. And Thorfinn is going to protect him. Eh? Ah, yeah, because he's going to be killed by the young master. But no, in that way Thorfinn has to protect Einar, come on. No way. But this is not going to happen. Never in the world. Yeah. Unbelievable. What the F? I mean, he's not even their master. He's just the son. Maybe the father is coming to stop everything. But I think Thorfinn is going to react this time. Exactly. But these guests, who are they? I mean... Never in the world. You don't know how he's capable of doing things of this game, like in this case. No. Maybe Thorfinn is going to react now because he sees Einar in danger. Like at that time when Thors was in danger. Come on, he has to wake up now. Okay. Ah, okay. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 never in the world. Is he provoking them by saying this, or it's because he doesn't want to live anymore? Because by not having a purpose in life, he feels that his life is over. But no, there has to be something happening that is going to wake him up, for sure. Who's that? Who's this? Ah, oh, everyone is spoiled here. Olmar, these men, I mean, they don't want to do anything. I can't wait. We have. Now I can't wait to see. Thorfinn. No, 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 no. 'But they seem Vikings. I mean, if they sell death, it means that. Exactly, they are Vikings. Whoa! No, because of everything he saw in his life, he's not afraid at all. I think this man is part of the farm too. Or not. Oh my. Thorfinn, react, please. I mean, I don't ask you to kill them, but please. Yeah, because he is blind, let's say. Okay, so he is also working in this farm. Thorfinn. In this moment of his life, no. Exactly. He doesn't mean this. There's nothing good for him. I imagined that. What? Oh my! No, 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 please, someone stop all these now. I'm happy that man is here. Ah, Snake is referred to him. Okay. Uh-oh. He's going to kill him. Maybe. Oh! Okay, guys, this episode was different than the previous one for other reasons. I want to start with the Thorfinn's nightmare because we saw in the previous season that Thorfinn was having a nightmare in a specific episode, and that nightmare was, I mean, it was not a nightmare, I mean, it was a dream that was turning into a nightmare because in that dream he was talking to his dad and he was seeing that beautiful landscape that was not Iceland. He was together with his family, and there was his father too. So they were all together. But suddenly he was seeing once again his father dying in front of his face, and that's why I'm telling you that that dream turned into a nightmare. When he woke up, he was screaming out loud as much as in this case, I mean in this episode. So is that the same nightmare that he had or not? Also because Thorfinn says that he doesn't remember anything about that dream, while in season 1 he was waking up saying Chichiwe! I mean, he remembered immediately after that that dream was regarding his father and the loss of his father. But at the same time, later, Thorfinn is also talking about something that makes him feel uneasy because there's something that he needs to remember, that he needs to catch up. So I'm thinking about the probable dreams that, I mean, the probable nightmares that he could have had. One thing for sure is Thor's, I mean his father, that he's coming back into his mind after such a long time, especially after he heard Einar's background story. I mean, he heard a few sentences about what happened to him, but he doesn't know in details some things. And anyway, those few sentences were making Thorfinn already thinking more than before, and we saw that at the end of the previous episode. So was that Thor's coming back into his mind? I mean, coming back into one of his dreams, and probably he had the same exact dream of season 1? Or actually, was he dreaming about Askeladd's death? Because when Askeladd or Askeladd died, he was telling Thorfinn what to do next. I mean, what was his main goal? What it was supposed to be, actually, after everything that happened. That means go and make his father proud. Or anyway, try to be able to find something that is worth living after his death, because Thorfinn's life was constantly concentrated on Askeladd or Askeladd. But once Askeladd died, he didn't focus on anything else. That's exactly how I felt when I saw the previous episode, because I can tell that Thorfinn is completely lost. I mean, he doesn't have a purpose, he doesn't have the will to do anything. He is just repeating a certain routine, so that routine is helping him spacing out from what life is. He is merely surviving. I mean, his existence right now is based on surviving, nothing more, nothing less. But the problem is that that's not good. So something is coming back into his mind, and he doesn't even focus on this right now. I mean, he can't focus on it. He doesn't understand what that thing is because he completely forgot the dream. But I was thinking, what if Askeladd, he's coming back into his dream to remind Thorfinn that he has something else to do right now. I mean, he can't finish living his life just because he couldn't reach the goal to kill him. That's something absurd, right? I can also understand Thorfinn's point of view, because throughout his existence, except for the first years, but since Thor's died, he couldn't live his life properly. He was just going back and forth from a land to another one, following Askeladd or working for Askeladd or Askeladd. And he didn't have the ability to live a proper life because he was constantly concentrating on Askeladd's life and his revenge. I mean, he had to be the one to kill him. But I think that when Askeladd died, he was reminding him what's really important. And I think that from the shock, he forgot. I mean, from the shock to see that he wasted years of his life running towards something that actually he couldn't catch, made him become so shocked that he completely forgot what he should have done. So I feel as if Thorfinn here is debating inside himself about what that thing was. And that's awesome because he's not alone now. I mean, throughout his previous years, he was completely alone. He felt alone. Even if I still believe that Askeladd was a real helper in Thorfinn's life, even if it might have seemed to be a character that was just tricking him or was just using him. At the end of the day, I still remember when Thors was asking Askeladd, do you have a wife? Do you have a son? And Askeladd in that moment said, no, I don't have any. But how Askeladd later became protective towards Thorfinn. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but As soon as the episode went on, while at the beginning Askeladd was used to have Thorfinn around, actually didn't care about him so much. I still believe that that character cared about Thorfinn the more he was going on to reach his end, the more he was getting older. But he didn't want to show this side of his, and he preferred to let Thorfinn believe that he was a meanful, that he didn't care, that he was just the rival in a duel. That's it. I prefer to believe so, because if Askeladd was really mean, he would have not given Thorfinn some advice throughout the path that they were taking together. So I have this dualism to explain every time I talk about Askeladd. It's not an easy character to describe in few words, and you also know that. But I really believe that Thorfinn needs to wake up, needs to find that key that reminds him that, especially when he's saying in front of these guests, look, nothing good happened to me in my entire life. He's lying, of course. Because every time we feel pain let us remember all negative stuff. We usually don't remember in those moments how lucky we could have been, or how good we can be if we really want to change things. We only pay attention on our negative experiences, and we forget what was good. And I think Thorfinn is doing the same. I mean, after he understood that he wasted lots of time following something that he couldn't catch, he prefers now to, his consciousness prefers to remind him about this waste of time, instead of reminding him the time that he was coddled by his dad, the time in which he spent time together with his sister and his mother. I mean, what's good in Thorfinn's life is fading away from his vision, from the way in which he can view things. He is just seeing 3/4, but he's skipping that 1/4 of his life, that it's still present, that it's still alive, because his mother and his sister are still alive, for what I know. Thorfinn doesn't remember this part of his life, that it's not meaningless at all, and he should remember. There has to be something that he remembers. Maybe it can be Leif's words, because even Leif, when he met Thorfinn at the end of season 1, he was saying, come on, Thorfinn, go back to your mom, go back to your sister, you have a family. So Thorfinn right now is blind. He doesn't remember how lucky he can still be by knowing that someone is waiting for him. Because that's the truth. Einar doesn't have anybody that is waiting for him. He's not paying attention about these small detail from his point of view, but these small detail makes a huge difference. So when he's saying that nothing good happened in his life, of course, he doesn't even understand what he's saying, because he's not awake. He lets this stillness, this depression, compress his own feelings. And the result is that Thorfinn really believes so. I mean, the more he keeps thinking about these things, the more he starts believing in these things. So there should be someone who's telling him, no, look, do you have a relative? Do you have someone? Do you have siblings? Do you have someone searching for you? I mean, someone that is asking him proper questions that make him probably wake up and realize how much he's wasting of his time. It was pretty intense when I saw that Einar wanted to protect Thorfinn, and he was saying, Thorfinn, run. That's what even Thors probably would have said to him, to protect him. And that's why I thought, oh, maybe in that moment he is going to wake up, because Thorfinn can watch the same scene once again in a different environment, but anyway, something that can remind his dad's death. Maybe he can wake up in that moment, but this didn't go ahead as much as I thought. But it's better as it is, because thanks to that, we can understand that Thorfinn is thinking other things. I mean, he's saying out loud that he's not afraid of death because he has nothing to leave behind, because he thinks that nothing good happened in his life, while someone has to tell him the contrary. I mean, someone has to tell him, you're wrong, you're completely wrong, because it's impossible you didn't have a good memory, at least one good memory in your life. That's why Thorfinn's vision is pretty catastrophical, because in his mind there's always one thing: he lost his dad and he couldn't avenge him. That's why he doesn't even deserve to go on living, because he couldn't keep the promise he made to himself to avenge him. The way in which his life is so meaningless right now makes me understand that something really heavy, something really important has to happen in order to turn his vision upside down. And I really hope Einar is going to be there to help him in this. As much as Einar was helping Thorfinn after he woke up after the nightmare, I think Einar in that moment clearly realized that Thorfinn is having like a sort of a trauma that he has to surpass, or anyway something that is tormenting him. I could tell this by looking into Einar's eyes, that they were like, oh, okay. I mean, he was trying to detect something. He understood that Thorfinn is like this because there should be a reason why, even if he doesn't know which one is it. I really want to talk about even this girl. Yes, sorry, I made a mistake. I thought it was the daughter of the master because I saw her on top of the cart, and I thought, okay, she is there because her father put her over there, and the father already decided everything for her. I mean, she has a predestined life, etc., etc. But I'm happy that I was wrong, because in this case, we understand that she's also a slave. I mean, she's the attendant of the master. She's a slave. So for Einar, there is even more chances than before in order to try to do something to conquer her heart, but she's too close to the master. So I think that he needs to work hard on this. But I'm pretty sure that he will declare his love to her sooner or later. As soon as she complimented him, he was already on another planet. So we understand that he is completely falling for her. But that thing requires time. For the moment, the most important thing is Einar and Thorfinn's relationship, how much Thorfinn can disclose his heart to him sooner or later, or little by little, as much as Einar did with him. This relationship that is quite essential for this story. I'm really happy that Einar is there, because from now on, Thorfinn will be able to experience the fact that he is not alone as he thinks that he is, and there are other chances in life to create memories. Even if he couldn't create good memories so far, that doesn't mean that he can't create good memories from now on. When you are depressed, when you see no light at the end of the tunnel, you definitely can't imagine a life after. You just believe that what you created was completely a failure, and there's no way to turn all these things back. There's no way to go back in time and repair for these. There's no way that you believe in yourself again, because if you failed, after all the things you saw in front of your eyes, and I'm talking about Thorfinn, of course, you don't have any expectations from life anymore, because you think, oh, I failed this huge goal, so there's no way that I can create something good after these. And that's why I'm saying that what Thorfinn says is the typical sentence that someone really sick, mentally sick, is saying, because I believe that Thorfinn still needs to grow up, because when Askeladd was telling him, look, you're not mature enough to understand certain things. Thorfinn has this huge defect, let's say, of his personality. That means that when he's focusing on one thing or on one thought, he can't see the rest. He is focusing too much on here that he can't see here. And this is happening once again. As much as it happened in season 1, when he didn't even want to listen to anything else rather than oh, let me kill Askeladd, let me avenge my father, nothing can make me smile, nothing can make me distract myself from the main goal, etc., etc. Now he's doing the opposite. Now he's too still, he's thinking that his life is over, that nothing can change, that no good memories are coming, that it's pointless, that he fights for a life that doesn't deserve to be lived, or doesn't deserve to be praised because he failed. We see Thorfinn still underwater. I mean, there's no one that is catching his head up and bringing him back on surface so far. But I really hope that it's happening really, really soon, because the story has to start. We needed to see this evolution of the character, and for now I can say that this is pretty human. I mean, Thorfinn's character is depicting a really human side of his personality. As much as for what happened with Eren in Shingeki no Kyojin, I really believe that these kind of evolution of characters are the best ones, because if they are just superheroes, super strong, undefeatable and whatever, there's no way that you're going to enjoy the evolution of a character. Definitely prefer characters like Thorfinn, like Eren, like so many others that I watched so far, because you see that there is action consequence that lets understand that character, the reason why the character is like this, and the way he's going to stand up again. Because I am sure, I mean, most of the times in Japanese characters, that it has to be for a manga, for an anime, whatever, but most of the times, these kind of characters, they reach the bottom, and once they reach the bottom, you can't go under the bottom. The bottom is the last step, right? So the only way to wake up is to start and go up again, right? So I want to see what's the thing that helps Thorfinn to stand up again and to react and to understand that sometimes there are unfortunate things in life that you can't prevent from happening, that you can't stop from happening, that you can't alterate, you can't change them, but that doesn't mean that your life is not worth living. For the moment, I am understanding Thorfinn so much because pain made him become like this. So now he totally reached the bottom. But we all know that then there's something that is happening that can help us standing up again and understand that life is worth living still. You can lose your dear people, you can feel pain, but if you don't accept that pain, you will never be able to go on. And that's what I told you even in the previous episodes, because I think Thorfinn has never processed his father's death. I mean, he has always had the vision of a superhero dad, a dad that would have never died, a dad that he was invincible, the strongest man on earth. So he couldn't imagine father was just a man. And that's why for Thorfinn is unbelievable to process his death, because Thor was considered one of the strongest fighters, warriors, call him as you like, but he had a sort of a reputation, right? I think that right now, after he will wake up, he will understand what Thor was meaning when he was referring on the way in which he decided to stop being a warrior in that way. I mean, he stopped fighting because he didn't like to be a warrior anymore. Because the more you fight like that, the more you lose humanity, you lose yourself, and you don't even pay attention to what life is anymore, because after you kill one, you kill another one, you kill another one. I mean, you don't understand the importance of life, because for you death is prevailing. And in fact, in Thorfinn's case, death was definitely prevailing in his life. So I really hope that right now Thorfinn is going to process his father's death, to process the failure of not being able to avenge his father, and to process even the idea that he didn't have to avenge his father, because his father decided to start his trip, if you remember, by recruiting, by coming together with Leif, all the others, and even these 5 young boys, including Thorfinn. But at a certain point, he wanted to go by himself. His father wanted to rejoin Floki, let's say, and all the others in order to stay on the Danish side by himself, without including others. So Thors made a choice. Even when he was going to be killed, he was choosing. Doesn't matter if Askeladd play unfairly speaking, and that was really disgusting. But Thors, in that moment, was convinced about what to do. He doesn't need to be avenged. Thorfinn doesn't have to ruin his life following this unfortunate moment, this unfortunate event that happened to his father. I mean, he can't curse his life because of a cursed event in life. Life is made of so many events that you can't condemn yourself just because of one event. It's a waste, yeah. And Thors wanted to tell this to his son: don't waste your time going ahead by thinking such stupid things that they are not going to help you. They are going to make you feel powerless, make you feel weak. You should train your mind by believing into something good and try to create something that Thors, couldn't create before. That's the best legacy, I guess. And he has a great legacy, that is to find Vinland and to do what he couldn't do. So I hope Thorfinn will realize that there's lots of many other things to do, and he is required to stay alive, because he can become someone that is worth to meet, that is worth to live with, that is worth to cooperate, that is worth to be friends with. So many things, as you can see. So no one's life is meaningless. No one's life has to end just because we think that if there's a failure, if we make a mistake, if someone dear to us dies, then we need to die too. We feel pain, and it's good that we feel pain. We have to accept the loss, even cry hard, okay, and accept the loss, and then try to move on, because we needed to do what these dead people expected us to do. We needed to make them feel proud. And I think Thorfinn, at the end of this story, will definitely make Thors proud of him. Let's see what happens in the next episode. But yeah, then we saw even this new character appearing. His name is Snake. I thought that he was working in the farm. Because I saw that actually he was together with his grandpa. So let's say that these two guests were working for Snake. Snake is their boss. In fact, they are calling him a boss. But I thought that Snake was working in the farm. And he was not coming as a guest. Or maybe his farm is far away and he came as a guest to Ketil's farm to make some agreements, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I think that even that character will surprise us somehow. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Okay guys, I think that I told you everything that I needed to say. Stay tuned and keep on watching, because next time I come back with episode 4 of season 2 of Vinland Saga. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video. Bye, see ya!